direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and, no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Well, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. Here's Irving into the front court. Down just a couple. The pass set it all up.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. Philadelphia with the basketball. False. His first effort off the mark to Simmons. It's denied by Horford. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Shot by Kyrie, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Irving to Hayward. Kyrie Irving for two. Kyrie Irving missed his first. That one goes.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Hayward cleared out by Embiid. Sixers have the basketball. Redick. And a pass stolen by Boston.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces. With fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. And you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge got the steal of the draft.
Lazy pass there, and it's intercepted. To Jaylen Brown. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Now a steal by Philly. To Redick. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
Timeout Boston, as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Here's a chance from long range. Off the mark. No good. Sixers control it. Shot from the lane won't go. Hayward to Rozier. From the painted area, won't go down. Redick. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rozier knocks it down.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Good look that time, but off the mark.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Redick. Marcus Morris the rebound. Here's the call. Intentional foul. Referee all over it.
It's way too early in the game to be intentionally fouling like that. Keep your cool, man. Calm down.
Rozier into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Nah, I don't need no screen.
He can't get it to go. No good. Time runs out here in the first. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rozier with it. Lead stands at 7. 4-3. He drills the 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oh, that's cash.
Oh, Ben Simmons. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Marcus Morris. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Marcus Morris. Simmons with the denial.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Smith with the basketball. We're a minute into the second quarter. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. It's an 8-point lead. Off the assist.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second. Quarter. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. And Jimmy Butler. Keep on trying. Shots no good there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Scores from the post.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Into the front court, it's Irving. The lead is 12.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Irving. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Kyrie with the rock. To Marcus Smart for three. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Into the front court comes Simmons. Down a dozen. It's a big finish.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Kyrie Irving, 3 for 6 now.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot. I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Defense making the ball handler work. Simmons to Redick. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Irving to Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for three, and it's good.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Joel Embiid, 3 for 3 in this first half.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Simmons to Butler. Throws it down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Irving. Baseline drive. Kyrie Irving. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Irving into the front court. His guys leading by 14. To Horford. Hayward. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Markelle Fultz. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Now a steal by Philly. To Fultz. The drive right to the basket. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto, Kawhi Leonard, does he really want to be there? Changing up their coach, what's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick, wide open. Good luck.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
To Redick. Markelle Fultz to Simmons. Joel Embiid. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Simmons with it. His guys down by 9. Kyrie across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Fires the 3. Textbook defense. To Redick. Fires the 3. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And if a player can make a shot at a high percentage, especially when the defense is caught backpedaling, that's a shot you should shoot every time.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Celtics have it. Irving. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
And scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hayward. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough 3-pointer.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the 3-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Markelle Fultz. He's now 4 for 6.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Rozier into the front court. Leads 3. Taken by the Sixers. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The pass taken away. Mconnell to Embiid. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Let's go.
Tatum. Message received. Well defended.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
To Fultz. Another chance. McConnell.
My board, I got it, I got it. Good boy, good boy.
Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but believe... Oh, I thought that was a dunk. Easy.
Not too many times you see a poster for the defender, but that was brilliant.
Embiid to Fultz. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Brown into the front court. Leads 1. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Al Horford, couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second. 0 for 2. Fultz. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Pick up, pick up.
Has a chance. Rozier shot no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Short jumper off the mark. Boston with the basketball. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics have the lead. This has been a battle thus far. A one-point game as we get things back going here in the fourth. From the painted area, won't go down. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad just when they needed it.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. To Rozier. Shot from the lane won't go.
And I know this is an off day for him, but still, that serves as no excuse for you not to give any effort on the defensive end. Here's a trick. If you get yourself engaged defensively, that can at times help you offensively.
Rozier with it. His guys now down by a point. Hayward. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Oh, Baines with the rejection.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Curling inside, Simmons to Redick. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he hits.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Terry Rozier, not necessarily a shot, knocks down the three.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Come on, bro. At least contest the shot.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Trying to cash in. Morris with a shot no good. Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Irving brings the ball up court. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
And the finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. To Embiid. Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Gordon Hayward trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. And more importantly, it means this is a 2-possession game. Butler buries it. It's a 3.
Well, easy difference there. In the first half, the offense allowed the defense to settle into their half-court sets defensively, and that's why the shots were all contested. But now since they picked up the pace of the game, they're getting a lot more action out of transition threes.
That's out. Last touch by Kyrie Irving. Philadelphia with the basketball. Jimmy Butler for 2. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Irving. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Knocks down the first.
Good shot, baby. You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
And gets both to drop at the line.
Oh, good shot, boy.
Simmons into the front court. His guys down 3. Blocked by Tatum.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Now a steal by Philly.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you could do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Irving drills the 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
From long range. And drills it. Jay, spacing can be a beautiful thing.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
And scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Sixers call for time as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner. $17-footer for the win. It's good at the buzzer. Who needs overtime? This
TJ Mconnell, nigga. Fuck off of me.
The Sixers are victorious as they win a close one by 2. That does it for my partner.